guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Murray. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Looking for Campbell downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Joe Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. A nice gain of 21 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A nice run on first down gets him 6 yards to the 31. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jaron Reed able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. Hard throw, incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now it's Lockett. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Come on.
Now Wilson. Complete to Dorsett. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
3rd and 5.
Hey, 380. 57. Check. Alert.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Tighten up. Alert.
Throwing is Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up. Well, this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On second down, a run with Breida. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing on third and long. Murray. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their history. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 10, 5, on the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Joe Mixon. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Is it bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Throwing on first down is Murray. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chandler Jones in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Wilson. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the second level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Go. 56, huh? 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy?
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Mike's 43. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Shit. He's checked.
To throw is Wilson. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line.
Set, ready.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his throw is incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is very well done there as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Go.
On 2nd down, Mixon. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Clear. Got it.
50 seconds. 50 seconds to Mike.
Hey, check 2 minutes.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, pick your game up.
Run left. Took right. Tempo.
2 to 3 to Mike. In your face.
On 1st down, Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flush to his right. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
Wilson steps away to his left. He'll run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Any day. Chef.
Hey. It's free.
Nixon will try the right side. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Wilson on first down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You're not ready. That's 43. Mike's 43. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
One left.
43 is the Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me. It's just me.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Come on. Where's the Mike? I'm not ready. 43 is the Mike, boy. 43. Check. 43.
Hey, 0.
Let's get in there. Let's get it. Let's go. 43 is the Mike. I'm coming.
From the shotgun, Wilson dancing to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Left pass.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Look for signal.
To throw again is Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
On third and goal, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second and a couple, Murray. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either, so the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Where'd he go? 54, come on, 54.
On 3rd down. It's Grant. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now here we go on 4th down with Murray. He's got a man. It's Williams. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers to get there.
This is Breida. Spins past him. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. I think you'd have to say this crowd here in Seattle, this 12th man, had something to do with that.
As well as the architect of this stadium. Combined with this crowd noise, makes it very difficult to run offense. And here, 2 points result for the defense.
It is deafening in here.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. First down, Murray. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push. And what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Go!
19. Good, good.
On second down now, Mixon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back to Mixon on first down. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. It's the Pro Bowler Chandler Jones who makes the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
They'll run with Mixon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there.
Here we go, here we go.
On the jet sweep, here comes more. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now a third and goal situation. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his first touchdown on the year. As they now sit just a two-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. All right, now the Seahawks face a big two-point conversion attempt.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
56 on top. Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will get into the end zone for two. And this game now tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. A 4-yard pickup, that gets them going forward, but still 15 yards left on third down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Murray with a third and long. forced out to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Again, it's Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Undercross.
36 power.
Shoot. Check 13.
Check that. 4 down.
36.
Throwing now is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
50 seconds, Mike. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the edge.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is indeed good. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it, as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm in the sky.